Some breaking news to tell you about. A judge has ordered Kilmar Abrego Garcia to be released from custody. The Maryland man who was previously mistakenly deported to El Salvador has been held in Tennessee on human smuggling charges since returning to the United States. Now, he denies those charges and is suing the Trump administration. Meanwhile, another judge has barred immigration officials from immediately detaining him after he leaves custody. Now, the federal government now has to provide 72 hours notice if it plans to remove him from the country. This is big news here. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman joining us to break it all down. For those who remember this case, have been following this case, there are two different orders. So just talk to us about what's going on here.
Sure. So essentially, we just got these two dueling orders. One is out of Tennessee, where there's this criminal case against Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's been accused of human smuggling there. And the government had petitioned to keep him detained there. But essentially, the judge in Tennessee denied that. He is revoking their desire to not have him released. But the issue, Jerika, is that the defense was told that if he was released, that the government would turn him over to ICE immediately, and then he would likely be deported from the country to a third-party country. They wouldn't say where. So at the same time, Abrego Garcia's attorneys had actually asked that he be kept in detention for another 30 days. There was actually no response to that request. But meanwhile, there is this civil case in Maryland where they had also asked that judge for relief to bar him from being sent out of the country. And so right as we got this judgment in ruling in Tennessee, we also received one from the judge in Maryland. And what she's saying is that he should not be released to ICE. He should be put back under supervision by the Baltimore office. And she also says that they cannot send him to a third-party country without at least 72 hours notice. And she specifically excludes weekends and holidays from that because she wants to make sure that, courts are open, that this could be dealt with appropriately. So she has ruled that he should be brought back to Maryland now, which is where he is from, where his family has been waiting for him.
But even though 72 hours, it doesn't mean he could not at all go to a third-party country. It just means there has to be this period of time where they wait and hash things out. Is that right?
I mean, it at least gives them a window to appeal, to start exploring options. So she's trying to make sure that he is not turned over to ICE right away and immediately sent out of this country, which is what they were concerned about and what they were told could happen, Jerika. And she even mentions that the government had been asked what third-party country they were planning to send him to, and they said they had to see once he was under ICE custody, they have to ask him questions, and she questioned that. She said they had been looking into him for months. How can they not yet have made a decision about where they would send him? So she's trying to put these barriers in place to protect him, to give him options here.
And possibly a trial, which would be next. And
yes,
we don't
exactly.
know the exact
Tennessee
timeline for that. But we know you'll stay on top of it for us. Katrina Kaufman, thank you.
Thanks, Drika.